Hi, this is Bill Knapp from SpeakerBillKnapp.com, coming to you from Colorado in the midst of our springtime snowfall. You're going to hear noise in the background. That happens to be the other two stars of the show that keep trying to steal it, and that's Boo and Poppy over here in the snow that are just frolicking right now. Of course, now the minute I mention it, they're not going to frolic. But anyway, today I'd like to talk about something a little bit serious. Yesterday, the world was told that there were the bombings at the Boston Marathon. And people and the media reacted in numerous different ways. They reacted with fear, anger, they want justice, sadness for the families. There's some paranoia that's coming out. Maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. Let's put metal detectors everywhere. Let's do all these other things. You know, fear is a wonderful thing. It really is. Because fear can help us to survive, and fear can help us to see when there's danger around. But we've got this fantastic brain that is based on reasoning. And sometimes we have to override our fear and realize that the fear is no longer doing its job. It's no longer helping us. I was reading a book recently called How We Think, or How We Decide, I'm sorry. Fantastic book, by the way. And it was talking about a firefighter on a mountain. And they were fighting this fire. The fire was coming at him at 30 miles an hour, and all the firefighters started running. He was the head of the fire group, and he told everybody, no, stop, I've got an idea, because we're not going to be able to outrun this fire. And so what he did was, he lit a fire around him. Now, unfortunately, none of his men listened. They kept on trying to outrun the fire, and almost all of them died. But he lit a fire around him. And after that fire had sort of died down a little bit, then he took his handkerchief, wet it down with water, lay down on the burnt spot, and let the raging fire pass him. He got through it unscathed. Was he afraid? Absolutely. Was he afraid that he was going to not see the next day? Absolutely. But he realized at that point that his fear had done its job, but was no longer being an assistance to him, and he had to rationalize his way through it. He had to come up with something more creative in order to survive. I think we should start looking at these things, these terrorist acts, and start looking at them in that manner. Should we be afraid? Yes. Should we be cautious? Yes. Should we let it destroy our lives? Absolutely not. I think what we should do is realize when our fear is no longer being of an assistance to us, and then use our rational mind to come up with something to get us to our goals. Let me know what you think. Until next time, please live in abundance and with unbelievable amounts of gratitude. This is Bill Knapp from BillKnappBlog.com.